Good afternoon. Well, good evening, should I say. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Journeys to Healing. Come on in here. Let's get us a quick collective, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the new subscribers. Baby, welcome to the fam. Fam, y'all already know what it is, baby. I truly hope and pray that the Most High is still dropping them blessings off on y'all. Left and right for y'all showing up for yourself as well as for your girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, please feel free to hit that like button, that subscription button, and notification bell on your way in. And thank you again. All right, y'all. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. I truly, truly appreciate it. We're starting off with Seer. Somebody have the gift of sight. Somebody may be a psychic of some sort. But you most definitely can see beyond the veil. You have a clear vision, a clear view of the things that you see. Like you really could predict some stuff. Okay. I do feel like you may be receiving some important information, or maybe the Most High is telling you to sit for a minute, just sit still. Okay. He want to give you something. Okay, some important type of information I feel like you need to receive before you actually move forward into this next chapter. Now, especially if you have the gift of sight, my baby. Okay. All right. And during preparation, because y'all know I get my messages while I'm preparing, I feel like the Most High is telling somebody in specific, my baby, tap into that fierce. Let out your wild, like tap into your wild side. Okay. Let out that fiery energy. All right. That fierce energy. That I don't give a fuck energy. Okay. And that's for somebody in specific, my love bug. Let them know you ain't the one. All right. Now let's see what's going on. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Earth guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Okay. So I do feel like somebody may want to get out, connect with the earth, maybe do some garden work, but connect with the earth. If you just want to chill at the park, read your book, sit next to a tree, lean on a tree, touch a tree, you know. But I just feel like make sure you're keeping yourself connected to the earth. Period. Somebody have trust issues. I feel like somebody may be in their feelings, but I feel like more of a like worried about somebody feeling. What is this, Lord? Y'all know all the messages come together. Okay, period. This could be for this energy where somebody have trust issue. That must be it. Damn, won't give me nothing else. And it's back to that oracle. So somebody really could be an oracle though. Like somebody, because you know, oracle, they tell a future as well. So I do feel like somebody most definitely have to gift of sight. Or this too. Okay. Somebody could also be a herbalist. And it's heavy on your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing and stay grounded. I just feel like trust in yourself at all times. Like, do not doubt yourself. That self doubt creates storms, chaos within yourself, though. Keep yourself grounded and always connected to your intuition. I feel this could be a earth sign in specific that needed to hear that medicine. I'm law and medicine, that message, but I do feel like somebody could be into medicine. Like somebody could be a herbalist, a herbal what is called a holistic specialist. Like you could specialize in herbal medications. Oh, somebody could also be like a green witch. Whether you want to classify yourself as that or not, but I feel like somebody is a green witch. Somebody have a green thumb. That if you put that in, you know, the matrix terms. Somebody have a green thumb. Somebody you just good with growing plants naturally. It just come natural to you. That's your gift, dude. That's why. You feel comfortable when you're in nature. You feel comfortable around plants. I feel like somebody needs to trust that feeling within their self. Because that's your gift. And just trust in it. Trust in where it take you. Because I feel like that passion that you hold for plants, the reason you hold that passion for plants the way you do is because it's in your DNA for you to, create medications and help people with that gift, with those plants that you love so much, that you cherish. You could really nurture your plants like on some type shit. Okay, but I feel like that's it's a part of you. That's why I'm loving this. Okay. And I feel like just trust in that feeling, trust in that urge, like, just allow your inner knowing, your inner self to actually guide your flesh. All right, let's see what's going on, yo. I don't know why I grabbed them, but y'all know by now, I know maybe on my flashcards. But the messages with the flashcards just been so long. They've been having to read it so long, yo. Somebody's mother could be an earth sign as well. Or maybe you're a mother and you're an earth sign. I also feel like that the message for somebody to wait for some important information, you may receive the information. It may come from an oracle or a tarot reader, or but somebody who have the gift of sight. Because you could just like meet somebody randomly in the store, right? But if they have a message for you, they're going to give it to you, right? So just be optimistic on where the message come from, who you receive the message from. But just wait for this important information to come in before you make your next move. Okay, for somebody in specific. Because my son swear to God, I'll be saying Pacific, but I don't. I'll be saying specific. Jeffrey Osborne, only human. Somebody may feel as if they're only human. I mean, I do believe it's humans, but I also feel like it's celestial beings, that's here in the earthly realm as well. But somebody may feel as if they're only a human. They can't do no more than what they can do. All right. I don't like that way of thinking. So I'm not going to speak on that. Okay. But I do feel like the name Jeffrey may be very significant. The name Osborne could also be very significant. I feel like somebody could just be kind of stuck in the matrix, following the leader, just trapped in society's way of thinking, society's way of programming, the traditional ways, the traditional values. I ain't gonna say values, but the traditional ways. Somebody can have a real long tongue. I feel like somebody needs to transcend. I just feel like and kind of connect to your higher self, unite your higher self, get out of your lower chakras. I feel, yeah, I feel like your spirit team is guiding you though through this transcension, through this transition. They guiding you. Just trust in your inner knowing. I feel like just allow yourself, trust yourself. Because you're being guided by your spirit team. So, okay, whoever that's for. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Uh-oh. What is this? For me, this is the deck card. Somebody may, I feel like somebody needs to make a sacrifice. Like you need to give up something that you enjoy doing. Okay. Um, or maybe somebody need to create an altar and provide your spirit team with an offering. Like, show them gratitude, appreciation for, all that they do for you. It also gives them energy as well. They need energy too. So they can't eat the fruit, but they can, indulge in the essence, the fruit's essence, which is the energy. All right. So apply that high fit. I feel like somebody is not healing. Whoever this person is that's stuck in the traditional, mindset and the traditional ways. They in the matrix. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I do feel like whatever this energy is, because I do feel like for most of y'all, this is two separate energies, right? But I do feel like it's someone in specific, like this is the same energy. You have gifts, but you in your south node. You're not healing some type of situation. I feel like that could really be keeping you stuck. And I feel like you need to make a sacrifice. Your spirit team is telling you to make a sacrifice. Like you have to give up the things that you love in order for you to really align fully. And I ain't gonna say give up the things that you love, like, but you do have to provide everything requires balance. Again, I speak on that all the time. So in order to receive, sometimes it does require for you to give, so show the most high how bad you want it. Is it something that you really want? Like, is it worth you sacrificing something for you to have it in order for you to really, shift your energy and transcend, I feel like, into your higher self. You gotta put in that work as well. For to change. I could not make this up. I feel like once you make the change, though, this is the energy that you would align to. Somebody is a natural born, like I feel like you're a herbalist, you're a healer, my baby. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. When you in your north node, you're a healer. You're a healer. And you can use herbs and plants to heal. You use the earth to heal people. See how she holding that bowl? Like, for some of y'all, you could cook and heal people through your food. Okay? Take what resonates and leave what does not. Now let's see what's going on. I'm being guided to cut these. Okay? I feel like somebody needs to trust in a transition, in a process. Trust in yourself, first of all. Trust in your light. Trust in your inner knowing. I feel like just trust in the universe, trust in the Most High as well. When it comes to this change, when it comes to you changing, your view on things, somebody needs to really, really open up their mind and be optimistic. All right, because the world is so much bigger than what the little box that you know or really think because that's not even real. Most of the stuff that you do presume that you know is not even real. All right, I saw 00. We're closing out the cycle. We all experience the whole phase, present or future, short run, or long or haul. But I told y'all, I just saw it again, the 00s. I feel like that's a cycle that somebody need to close out. Like it's time for you to close out the chapter of your life. Or maybe somebody feel as if it's time for them to close out that chapter of their life. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And then they're trying to use your name for clout. Infinity, Mercedes, and Mozarotti. Somebody could have that type of vehicle, or they could be somebody's name. And heavy on the closing out cycles, a Camaro, and then Flash triggers someone trying to kick you back to the old you. So somebody's been triggered. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Whether it's things that you may be saying that could be triggering somebody, or maybe someone feel they can trigger somebody to try to kick them back to the old them. But they need to close out that cycle of the way of thinking. Heavy on closing out the cycles, y'all. All right, and somebody is full of games and they're only there for the money. So somebody most definitely is a user, an abuser. All right, true players of guidance and protection. We have Crystal and Chris, J Howell, something about you. Somebody is very different and unique. It's only one you, so be authentic and live to the fullest. Told you. The Adjustment Bureau, David and Elise was born to be with each other, but the contract was changed and she was given a new person. So somebody may not want to connect to their twin flame, apply their energy how it fit, but somebody needs to speak their dreams into existence. Crystal and Chris could be very significant for them. The number 11 or Aquarius could be very significant. A male Sagittarius could be very significant. That was Calvin Richardson. The name Calvin may be very significant, but you are anointed, my baby. You have the gift of sight. We started off with that. And somebody regret the marriage. Don't give up until you reach the end, then start again. The initial G as in George could be very significant. This new connection is a true connection, my baby. Congratulations. Facing charges. So somebody could be fighting a charge, or they will be. It could have something to do with somebody telling someone that somebody was a big old freak, or maybe they are a big old freak. I don't know. But Megan Thee Stallion, Houston energy. Your calmness is a spiritual weapon, so remain still. Okay, I told y'all I picked up sitting still energy in the beginning. I feel like somebody needs to sit still to receive some information, most definitely. All right. And then Megan Thee Stallion, big old freak, regret their moves that was made. Time for a detox. The time to clean out your body is here. I told y'all. I feel like that's what would somebody making a sacrifice. Like you give up some, either eating as much, do a meat detox, but juice for a while. Like if you smoke and you're a heavy smoker, like you enjoy smoking, try to stop smoking for like 7 days. If you enjoy, your sexual pleasures, like try to go without that, for 7 days or whatever. But I just feel like somebody needs to make a sacrifice. Okay. A female Taurus could be very significant. That looked like the initial U. And bitch, stop lying. I saw you with my own eyes. That could be very significant for a Taurus. The initial M as in mother could be very significant as well for that energy. Boston, whether that's the city or the name. And I want to kiss your lips. You are connecting to your true twin. I feel like somebody made the decision not to connect though. The initial Y is in yellow. And then fake family, the initial M is in mother. Usher, bad habits. I love love. I'm just fucking bad at it. I just can't escape all my fucking bad habits. So somebody's most definitely in like thotty energy. It already showed with, somebody's whole phase being very significant. So somebody most definitely is, it's out here. We all experience the whole phase, present, past, or future, or short run or long haul. I feel like it's time for somebody to close that cycle out in their life. But take what resonates and leave what does not. And then why did I get married? Sheila and Trina saw each other in the restroom, and Sheila remained humble and killed her with kindness. So somebody could have ran into the enemy somewhere in public, and you killed them with kindness, baby. Okay? Because who are you playing with? Sir, man. True clarity, guidance, and protection. The initial Z as in zebra, and group stalkers watching and envious of your light. An ambulance worker could be very significant for them. And they're pretending not to care about you, but their heart is yours. All right. I can't stop watching your social media. That's the ambulance worker. That's the same energy that it came out for somebody group stalking as well. So they could be a part of the group stalking, but it seemed like they can't stop. And then Lake Charles could be very significant. Security truck driver or worker, Lake Charles. They chose to stay in their south. No, I said that already. Thank you, Mozarotti, for my gifts. I told you, ambulance worker, and they are playing victim. So somebody is playing a victim. What is this? She's trying to keep you in poverty, but she will reap those seeds planted. So somebody could have been trying to take somebody money. The babysitter killer, well, the babysitter and then killer queen, a group of frenemies trying to sacrifice a divine masculine that was pure and innocent, only to end up being sacrificed due to him losing his virginity while running from them. So somebody most definitely could have been trying to sacrifice a person in a situation, but the person was innocent and it was pure. So therefore, they're going to receive karma. No ifs, ands, buts about it. They could have been also trying to hack somebody's money. So, and it's heavy on them receiving, the fruit of those seeds that they planted. Like you planted them seeds, so just wait for that shit to manifest in the physical, because that's what you're gonna get back. Okay, bad seeds, you're gonna get sauerkraut, a harvest of sauerkraut. Okay, that could be very significant for an ambulance worker in specific. I don't know. Take a resonance and leave it as not. All right. Boxer could be very significant, or a coach. Somebody could be 26 years old or born on the 26th day of a month, and God forgives, I don't. Marcy was superficial, unappreciative, and a manipulator. So somebody do not appreciate what they have, and they manipulate a lot. Love don't live here anymore. That been coming out a lot. Okay, so somebody most definitely is over the chapter of love in their life. John Legend. Tonight, what's wrong? Let me fix that. Twist that. I'll be the best love you've ever had. Okay, so somebody most definitely is trying to get in somebody's sexual energy. The name John, the name Legend could be very significant in 555. Somebody is heavy on a transformation. I feel like a transformation needs to be done. The initial O, as in, we started off with Osborne. Don't block what God have for you. Release the burdens, okay? Divine Feminine has fake friends in her ear about Divine Masculine just trying to take her place. Okay, so somebody most definitely can have fake friends in the energy that want their person. Maleficent portraying to be evil when it was the queen manipulating everything the whole time. So somebody is a heavy manipulator, and it most definitely could be manipulating a situation or a scenario for a certain individual. But again, the individual is pure, so whatever they trying to sacrifice the person for, first of all, they really need to heal their ways. This could be the energy, and I told y'all, because I really feel like for the overall, this is two separate energies, but I do feel like that message with somebody needing to change their ways is for somebody in specific. But I feel like for the most part, baby, y'all healers. Because it's all different types of healers. You feel me? I feel like we have our herbalists, we have our psychics, we have our natural healers, we have our food cooking healers, but we have all healing energy. This is, I feel like, a variety of light working energy, earth angel energy, celestial beings energy. And I do feel like for somebody in specific, it's a celestial being that's in their south node, refusing to do the healing work, put in the work to change, and become aligned to their God or goddess, they gifts. But for the most part, I feel like this is that creature. This is the group of individuals that may have been, trying to sacrifice a person, whether it's them just sacrificing your peace, sacrificing your happiness, your sexual energy, whatever it is, right? But it's not equal give and take. Whatever you provide is not being matched, like, at all. So that makes the relationships karmic relationships, because you're most definitely going to learn a lesson in the situation, right? But I do feel like they most definitely could have been sacrificing, a divine being. Okay, but they're gonna reap every last one of them seeds. And I feel like their spirit team is really, really, really encouraging them to change. They need to change and heal. It's heavy on the change. Okay, and I feel like they need to change from the traditional values, from the traditional way of thinking. They need to really, really, really open up their mind, expand their mind, and connect to the higher self. Because I feel like right now, whoever these individuals is, they in a lower chakras. They live in the lower chakras, which is more of the physical. That's more of the flesh. But the sex energy, the stability, right? Your security, you feeling secure within yourself, dude. That's a lot of energies. It's pertaining to self and others. Like with the sharing, that type of energy. But when you in your higher chakras, you're in a place of love, you're in a place of divinity, you're in a place of clarity. you know yeah. Well, whoever that was for, but I feel like they really, really, really need to trust in the process. But somebody in specific, like twins, could be involved. But take what resonates and leave what does not. A boxer and a coach is showing again. You will prevail. Divine Masculine talks about you to his friends and now they want to fuck. Oh, pull a baby. Again, using black magic against you. That could be very significant for somebody in San Antonio. Maybe somebody trying to ask you. That's crazy. But again, they need to change because it's stupid of them to think that they're going to be able to hex anybody that's in this energy. That shit not gonna touch them people. That shit is coming back to you in a different form, whether you choose to believe it or not, or whatever. However, we all have our lessons that we need to learn. So you will learn a valuable lesson. Karmic, period. Okay. And the machine, them stealing a watch from a man, set the man on the course to become the biggest boss in Russia. So somebody is really moving on to bigger and better things. Like somebody do not have time for whatever you think that you're doing on the back scene. And people do not care. And people is moving on aligned like a mofo into their gifts, with their gifts, into their divinity energy. These people don't care what you do on the backside, baby. But the fact that you was using black magic on them, it shifted things forward. It really pushed this person forward. I feel like it excelled them. For real. So I'm gonna say congrats, thank you. Telling people thank you. Healing family. Okay? Because they most definitely accelerated you. All right. Somebody needs to take time for themselves. A family that prays together. Andrea gave birth to a son that was for her side piece, not her husband. So it's heavy on that energy as well. So I most definitely feel like somebody could have a baby that is not for their person, but is for whomever they were smashing on the side. Okay, somebody got a baby with their third party. It could be this person that's using black magic against you as well and really needs to heal. A Lincoln just showed. The number 10 could be very significant, a Capricorn, or Aries, and Dodge, car, truck, or SUV could be very significant. Somebody is losing a house. Somebody who have lost their house could be very significant. Lexus or Jaguar, it came out. Somebody needs to walk in a purpose. Jaheen, back in my arms, Gemini energy. The church is full of hurt people. So somebody could really be heavily invested in church, but they hurt. They really need to heal. They not aligned at all. So, girl, nah. All right. And I feel like for that San Antonio energy, my love dog, walk in your purpose with a smile, period. Somebody refused to accept their role in everything. They point in the finger. Telling people they can have you back if they wanted to, knowing that's a damn lie. Girl, nah. I feel like that could be very significant for a male Sagittarius. That could also be very, very significant for who is refusing to accept their role and everything and pointing the finger everywhere but at themselves. I just feel like when you point the finger, you got 3 pointing back at you. So the fuck, okay? Everybody play a role somewhere. Third world could be very significant. Lexus and Jaguar could be very significant, and that could be very significant for a Cancer or a life path 4, birth number 4. It's Mary. Oh, Tony Braxton. 7 whole days. Somebody haven't seen a person in like 7 whole days. Or maybe the person didn't like coming home. They used to stay out all night for days. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Somebody probably ain't talked to their person in 7 days. Somebody really connecting to their twin flame, y'all. Congratulations. I see the Adjustment Bureau again. The suit really tried to keep David and Elise apart, but no matter what they did, they were drawn to each other because they were born to be together. Okay. True clarity, guidance, and protection, and the karmic is spying on you. We know that already. Overnight associate could be very significant. Big booty Judy could be very significant. The name Judy, or somebody just got a big booty. And unfailing love. Hosea was hated, and his divine feminine, which was his wife, even left him after spreading the word of God about being just. So somebody may be like, a lot of people may be disliking you if you're the type to just speak about righteousness, what's right, what's wrong. You feel me? Like, people just don't like that about you. A truth teller, that's what that's called. I'm a dog, I'm a dog, so heavy on somebody being a thought. 814 symbolize hard work and determination, or in line with higher purpose. Okay, so congratulations on that. 6464 encourages you to trust in your abilities and take practical steps towards your goals. All right, Spirit, just give me one, please. Somebody needs to focus. A social media bully. 6464 is that's the same thing with focusing on your goals. Somebody needs to learn more when it comes to whatever it is that they're trying to manifest. And that's the 814 again. Third party want to talk to you. Third parties is not always the person that was cheating with your person, but it's somebody who most definitely intervened in a relationship, whether it was a platonic relationship or romantic. Northeast side, and then K Camp, what's on your mind? Somebody want to know what's on your mind. This could be this person with this big booty, or maybe the name is Judy. And overnight, I know y'all saw that shit slid out. Like, I feel like it's very significant either for somebody with a big booty or the name Judy. That's an overnight associate. Okay. And then they could be trying to use the court system to control a situation, whether it's child support, alimony, them just trying to sue you to create chaos in your life, or it did show with the money blockages, to try to have you in some type of financial situation. But take what resonates and leave what does not, and apply that energy how it fit. We have Toddy Watt. Don't leave me. You looked me in my eyes and told me you'll never leave. You made me who I am today. You made me a better me. Oh, that's real love. Nobody can ever get between that. You're the only one I want. I hope you know I mean that. Oh, y'all. Oh, I like that, y'all. Well, that's what your person wanted y'all to know, baby. I feel like whoever this person is, that somebody, you keep realigning to this situation. It's because it's your twin. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But you do know that, y'all have to walk your own path of individuality, at some point. So y'all may be getting ready to realign. They still ain't give me one. All right. Let's see what's going on, y'all. All right. We're still in a good time. Thank God. Let's see what's going on. What's the message, Lord? Okay. A tower moment. So somebody may be coming out of a tower moment. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like whatever this energy is that's refusing to change, I feel like either they coming out of the tower moment, and somebody could be in jail. That could have been their tower moment. They could be getting ready to come out of jail, whether it's spiritual jail, actual jail, or just mental imprisonment. But I do feel like somebody may have been feeling trapped when it comes to a situation. They may be feeling like, just trapped in their ways. They may feel as if they're unable to change. But I feel like everybody can change. It's hard, don't get me wrong, but that's where that consistency come in play. Yeah, you're gonna have your slips. Yeah, you're gonna, like stumble backward here and there, but it's consistency. So as long as you just always get back on your path, ain't nothing wrong with starting over and over and over. Well, it is, because you ain't gonna, I feel like you ain't gonna never get nowhere, but fuck, just stay consistent. That's all you could do. It don't make no sense to be trapped in your head about it, but put one foot in front of the other and start taking the necessary steps. Habit is everything. So it take you at least 7 days to break a habit, or so they say. Me personally, I think it take a bit longer to, for you to actually break the habit for real, but true clarity, guidance, and protection. I'm hearing suffering. So I feel like, somebody may really have been feeling, as if they're suffering in the situation. With the Knight of Cups, somebody want to take somebody out on a date. Somebody want to ask somebody out. What is this, Lord? Hmm. What is this? I know you're lying. This was experiencing a tower moment. Or coming out of the tower moment. It could have been somebody who was trying to keep you in some type of fucking situation, where y'all just hook up whenever and they come drop the deal off, or maybe you go over there, or whatever. But it was all about sex. It wasn't nothing, consistent. It wasn't nothing steady. They just wanted to come and, lay the wood and do their thing, and they go. No type of emotional connection. I feel like this the type of person, like, they have a hard time with expressing themselves, period. Like, that could be the trap, like, energy. It could be a water sign as well. What is this? But they most definitely set a trap. But see, with this card, the trap that they was trying to set, it was contained. It was contained. With the Four of Swords, like, somebody really need to get rest. Somebody could be in the hospital as well, yo. That could have been a part of the tower moment. They had them trapped in their head. It had them feeling, as if they was suffering. What is this? Let me grab another deck, yo. Let me grab my babies while we got a little time. What the fuck is this? I told y'all this was multiple people. But with the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords, these all of them stressed the fuck out. I feel like it's somebody in the Queen of Swords energy that want to heal the situation. I feel like it's after them coming out of this tower moment, dude. Whatever karma that they receive, they may be trying to shift their perception. It did show a third party is going to reach out. So this could be somebody who wants to heal a situation with you, but I do feel like whoever this is a cutthroat individual. They cut through. This person cut through. Maybe they did some healing. It could have been after receiving, like some type of information. But again, I told you this person was cutthroat. They was two-faced. They was playing both sides. They was fucking with you and your enemies. They could have been taking information, bringing it back to the ops. Like this is a dog carrier, a bone carrier. I say dog carrier. Somebody dog could be very significant, but this is a bone carrier. They gonna carry the message. They gonna be the one doing all the snooping. This the one who was setting the traps. They most definitely was playing both sides. And they could have cut your head off a couple times. They done cut a couple people through. This is what they do. This is the type of female that will set you up. Period. So this most definitely could have been who was setting the traps. Oh yeah, trap. And trap show with this deck as well. I mean, with the other deck as well. With the four swords. The four swords is literally a trap, but it was contained. You was protected. So it didn't go nowhere. That could be them trying to do the black magic. The black magic could have been the traps. Trying to have you in poverty. But it didn't work. It ain't go nowhere. Stupid. They actually could be the ones experiencing it while you're playing because it did show house foreclosure. So either they're in a situation where their house is now, going to be foreclosed, or they have already experienced it. But if they haven't, they will. And again, that's their karma. For doing fucking, I'm telling you, for doing magic. This who was cooking the stools up. Cutthroat motherfucker. Boy, these people crazy. Somebody could actually be in jail though while you're playing. The Eight of Swords, that's actual jail. Or it's just a mental imprisonment. But whatever it is, I feel like they was trying to set a trap. The trap is what caused the karma. The trap is what, because they got trapped in it. They was the only one. So if they would have never set the trap, they wouldn't have never, received the karma that they received. Stupid. And then playing both sides. This most definitely could be somebody that either they going to reach out to you or they have already. And you just killed them with kindness. And now they trying to use your name for clout? Girl, nah. Dark entities are using these people to work against you. I'm telling you. They got a demon attached to them. They don't even know it. Outdated, expired, discussed, old news, discarded. I'm telling you, this is the ways that they need to throw out the fucking window and start fresh, start new. Because it's played out. It really should be played out. They should be tired of receiving fucking karma. They should be tired of being stressed. They should be tired of feeling trapped into, like, they should just be tired of, but everything that they experience is due to the shit that they was doing. They're receiving it back in different forms. Everything that they sent out into the universe, out that circle. See how I start right there? Where that bitch gonna end at? Right there. It's good. Shit is going to come back full circle. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. What they sent out, it came back to the ending point, to the beginning again. That's the one thing about a circle. The finishing point is always going to be at the starting point. And what is this? Because it just came out. Claiming credit over your success. I'm telling you, trying to use your name for clout. It's heavy on this. With their stupid ass. How you taking credit for somebody their success? Like, how can you even feel like what you did, bitch? Cast a spell on them, which pushed them into their strength? Well, okay. That's the credit you get. Demon. Look, can we get the good things back to the way they used to be? Look, down on bended knee. Girl, no man. For what? So you could continue to set more traps? They're watching you. This is watching you. Girl, no. Well, they stressed out. I tell you that. Somebody could be trying to stop doing drugs. Somebody could have a pill habit. Are they trying to kick the pill habit? I feel like whoever this two-faced person was, and their social media post means are directed towards you. It already shows social media bullying. So whoever this is, they scary as a motherfucker. Me personally, because I'd never been one, to argue in real life or on social media. So I feel like this is the type of person, like you could see them in face to face in person, and they would never ever tell you any of the shit that they post on social media. Bitch, they ain't gonna even bring it up. You feel me? But they gonna take everything to social media and like really go ham, like they really living like that. Girl, nah. They ain't living like that. And soon as somebody screenshot it to you and send it to you and you check the situation, they're gonna deny it. You're gonna have to whip out the proof. They could be getting out of the energy of watching you and investigating you to try to see if their magic is working. Because it's not. It's coming right back to you. So while you wasting time, investigating, you better start protecting. That's what you better do. Because it's coming right back to you. Full forward. Be aware of someone from the past wanting to enter back into your life. I told you. The boys to men let me know that. Or God give me a reason. Baby, I'm down on bending knee. It's still on. I'm telling you. Look, don't let me go. Look, I'm down on my knees, begging you, please. Come on. Girl, now. Look, can we just go back to the days our love was strong? Bitch, after you hexing me, what is wrong with you? Look, girl, these people crazy. I feel like this person is living in a whole fucking fantasy. Whatever this is. This person is crazy. I feel like they really in a heat. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And we have amethyst, a psychic protection, controls spiritual enemies while dreaming and can help with insomnia and nightmares. So they most definitely could have been experiencing insomnia. I feel like that could have been the attacks that they were sending. They could have been trying to send some type of psychic attacks so that you don't dream, or maybe you don't remember your dream, or maybe you just can't sleep. But I feel like it's heavy on them not being able to sleep and no nightmares, because that's what the nine of swords is. It's about having insomnia. So I told y'all they got caught in a trap. I could not make this shit up. I couldn't make it up. I knew that already. They got caught in it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And shit happened fast. I also feel like shit happened fast for this person in the high priest energy, the psychic, the oracle, the gifted ones. I'ma say, like, because I feel like it's multiple people with different gifts, but I feel like the gifted, the ones, that is in their north node, the ones that is aligned and living their life right. Like, I just feel like things shifted for them as well. Shit took off fast for them as well. Like, but not in the way that they expected. I feel like the way that they expected, well, they wanted you to start losing shit and not have nothing and be struggling in life because you can't make no money. Like they fell in it. They're in it now. House foreclosure showed. So I feel like they most definitely like is could be going through some shit. Because I feel like y'all nine of cups energy. Your wishes is being like presented to you. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You have access to the wishing well. You have unlimited wishes, period. And I feel like it's because you stayed in you stay firm in your boundaries and you still insisted on healing. I feel like yourself. Period. You're not worried about healing the situation with this cutthroat mofo. Like you just worried on healing things within yourself so that you're not trapped in situations. I feel like you shifted your perception when it came to situations. You learned how to look at things, in a different view, through a different lens. I'm telling you. I feel like y'all waiting patiently, baby, for y'all rewards to come in. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I also feel like somebody most definitely could be connecting to their soul family, their soul tribe. But I do feel like you may be receiving like a soulmate connection, a situation that you most definitely have soul ties to. And I feel like it's going to happen phase. It's going to take all phase. I feel like a lot of expansion as well. So again, you most definitely could be connecting to your soul family, your soul tribe. But I do feel like it's a lot of growth. And your ships is coming in. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So you are receiving the rewards, the fruit of your labor. You planted good seeds. I feel like everybody gonna receive the fruit of their labor, right? Everybody is going to receive the harvest of the seeds that they planted. Period. But I feel like on the high priest, the gifted one side, I feel like you guys have like the wishing well. You have good rewards coming in. Everything that you wish for, you ask for, you're going to get, especially because you had to wait. Okay. But I do feel like things are taking off. Period. And I feel like the traps that they were setting, that's the seeds that they planted. So what they get out of that is stress. What they get out of that, nightmares. What they get out of that, like insomnia, fears, self-doubt, worries. What they wanted you to have. That was the seeds that they planted. So that's the sour crop that they received. You guys to be quicker than that. Period. Somebody most definitely could have like some type of argument could have taken place once you saw the person's true colors, and maybe somebody said something to you, and just the tone and the depth of what they said along with the words that they used to slice your ass with. Like I just felt like it shows somebody's true colors. Period. You saw their true colors. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. And I feel like you living rent free in this person's mind. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But the crazy part is, this who could have fucked somebody person. They could have fucked your person. Apply that how I feel. Or they fucked your person, fucked your friend. Like, I don't know, but somebody had dealings with somebody. It's forbidden fruit. They was not supposed to deal with. This situation is supposed to be off limits. But I also feel like that's who watching as well. Very curious. Very curious about who you're loving on, who you giving your time to, who you're investing into. I feel like who face you rubbing. Like you ever just like, have your person like, and they have a beard, if they have a beard, like you ever just like kind of see how she kind of just, rubbing up under the chin. I feel like somebody made, they could have really been your thing. But I feel like they curious about who you doing that to now. Who's you purring? You feel me? But I feel like for the most part, it's people that's watching you just love on yourself. Because I feel like that's really all you're doing. Okay? For somebody, it's a friend that want forgiveness. How can I make this shit up? Look, the bleeding man. And for somebody, it is like a lover. But I feel like it's just relationships. Period. People that you had relationships with, whether it's platonic or romantic, but they sorry. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They sorry like a motherfucker. Look, they ain't see the demon attached to them. They couldn't see it. They wasn't connected to their spirit team though, as well. So they didn't have the slightest clue how they was being used. But I feel like you walked away and ended it. No matter how long, you've been knowing the people. Because it really could have been long term relationships. But I feel like you walked away. It's a done deal. Left them people out in the cold. But I feel like you gained a lot of spiritual wisdom in the situation, from the situations. I feel like poverty was along the ships for them as well. They ain't even see it. They ain't see it. But I feel like poverty was the ship, the seeds that they planted for you. They expected to grow for you. That's what they blossom. Poverty. Because somebody going into poverty, I feel like. And I feel like it's after you walked away from them. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. All right. And left them feelings on the fucking scene, not giving a fuck. Somebody most definitely is looking at somebody's pictures. Okay. Y'all got the last laugh. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Because they knew what they was doing and heard at you. They knew they was hurting you when they was doing it. But that's what they wanted. So I just felt like they wanted vengeance. They wanted some type of clapback, and hurting you was the clapback. That's what they wanted to do. But I feel like in the end, you got the last laugh. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it, and your ancestors made sure that. Because I feel like now the person that you in, like you're in leader energy. You're in money energy. You're in prosperous energy. Like I feel like you growing and glowing the fuck up. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Okay, you may have found your passion when it came to, certain things or just yourself. And I felt like it was your ancestors guiding you towards that certain shift. Period. I feel like they guide you towards tearing some shit down, shaking some shit up, shaking you free from some stuff. Especially two people in a masculine and a female. Somebody person experiencing a transformation though. Is no ifs, ands, buts about it. It could be a water sign. Don't have to be. Apply that high fit. Baby, I feel like y'all don't want to hear nothing, dude. Y'all don't want to hear nothing. I feel like there's nothing this person could tell you. Like at all. Y'all done. I feel like the place that you in a happy place. And you most certainly can be on your destined course. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like you're thinking more logically now. You don't think with your heart. Like after you got your heart broken, you don't really think with your heart, like at all. Don't shut your shit off, dude, because I feel like that could be also what they want. Like, miserable people, they love company. So they live in misery. So that's what they want you to dwell at too. So, I just feel like never stop yourself from loving and receiving love. But you right on, being more picky or just thinking more about whom you choose to give your love to. Like just be more logic. Don't think with your heart all the time. Hmm. I also feel like it's whoever this king, it could be a king or somebody in the king of swords energy that's on a separation. This could be who you're on a separation from. This could be who broke your heart and don't want to hear nothing from. They could be experiencing some type of transformation. You could be dreaming about this person. But I do feel like somebody freed themselves in order to focus on their dreams and they've been very successful when it comes to it. For some of y'all, you could have a platform. And if you do, I just feel like, baby, somebody is stressed the fuck out. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Either they're like trying to figure out who they love, but they could have been dealing with multiple people, you and somebody else. Or maybe the person was dealing with multiple people that showed somebody got a baby for like they fucking somebody else and telling the person that they're with that that's their baby, but it's not. That could be what have them stressed out. They don't know who the person that they're dealing with, is who they fucking know, and the person is lying to them. I'm telling you about fucking somebody else. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like somebody made judgment though when it came to a situation, and they could be finding a strength to free themselves from this trap and give to themselves. Their sibling could have been hiding some shit. Their cousins, their grade school friends, like just I feel like they could have found secrets, about a lot of shit. A lot. I feel like different people and their skeletons. This could be dealing with somebody's baby daddy, but they found a lot of secrets, and I feel like it's by the people who was closest to them. That could be why they in this nostalgia energy. The Six of Cups is nostalgia energy. That could be why they in nostalgia energy though. They really somebody really experiencing some shit. But I feel like it's also an eye opener as well. So they most definitely could be experiencing an awakening as well. Because I feel like out of all these different energies, because I feel like it's a lot of different people that's involved. This is a lot of different energies, but I feel like one of them at least is experiencing some type of transformation. And I feel like for some of y'all, it was somebody that you was dealing with. I don't really get no other transformation energy from none of the other people, to be honest with you. But I do feel like one in particular want a reunion, and this bitch ain't nothing like this bitch is cut through. This bitch was trying to use black magic and everything on you. Like this bitch really was trying to hex you on some type of shit. And could have been hexing you. But I do feel like it wasn't successful. So she want forgiveness, but I feel like if you let this bitch in your life, she gonna cut your throat again. So continue riding on your high horse and focusing on your dreams, keeping your dreams in your vision, like period. And that's what we gonna end it, because these bitches is retarded. For real, for real. Look, you so remarkable. I couldn't make it up. Look, everything from you, everything about you from head to toe. Look, baby girl, you so incredible. Somebody could have just went to the movie theater, but I do feel like it's somebody that's watching somebody and gossiping. Look, watching shit go down. I feel like again, somebody really could have been like watching somebody go through their karma and enjoying the gossip and everything. Like, cause it could have been a lot of, gossip about what was happening. But I feel like somebody is sitting back watching the bit, whether this y'all chilling, watching the popcorn and enjoying the show. You feel me? But I just feel like somebody really, really sitting back, like enjoying the show in chill mode with that lavender and sage, baby girl. Y'all know drinking y'all lavender tea, taking y'all lavender baths, sage in your house, my little book, free, clear energy, and just sitting back watching both fools go through what they go through. Look, you cut them off and they still watching. I feel like they're really obsessed. Whoever this bitch is that's in competition with you, look, trying to one up you. I'm telling you, that's the cutthroat person. That's all they focused on. They want to come back in your life so you could feed them what you got going on and, pretend to, sis this and sis that. These bitches is faker than a $3 bill. But they want to get in your business so they can know how they can one up you. Like, period. Be careful. It's heavy on the watching. All these bitches watching you. Look, ain't hating on your spiritual psychic gifts. Heavy on the psychic. Okay? You tap them, my love bug, and they hate that for you. They hate that for you because they stuck in a fantasy. They stuck in the matrix. They stuck in an illusion. They stuck in la la fucking land. Like. But I feel like you see shit clear and real. Like you see what the real is. You know who you are. You know you have gifts. You know you're a powerful celestial being. Like you're not no human. I feel like these motherfuckers is humans. Period. You're not no human. They don't know if they're human or not. Stupid A's. Why they worried about what you got going on, bitch? Learn yourself. Learn yourself, because somebody really confused. It started off with that. I don't know if I'm human. Oh, I'm only human. That's what it was. So they really feel like they're only a human being. We know we more than that, baby. We tap in round, yeah. Okay. We see all colors with clear view, bitch, and it's very vivid. You feel me? It's very bright. Okay. I feel like they their own worst enemy, keeping themselves in these repeated cycles. Like, period. Look, someone is doing black magic or work on you. I feel like that's how they're their own worst enemy with their stupid A's. They retarded. They slow. So they most definitely may just be a human. Yeah, you sure right. You only human. You only human face ass. Like, the girl, bye. These people crazy. Why they won't try to post things towards you? Girl, bye. I fly. A fly. Okay? Because y'all already know what's going on. Period. You already know that they're trying to turn others against you. And have them spying on you too. Look, spying on you is their daily routine. Look how stupid they look. Fucking clowns. They really depressed on some shit. They really need to get their life together. The crazy part is they really depressed because they betrayed you. Because of the deceit. Their conscience is really eating their ass up on some type shit. But they so stuck in a fucking matrix, they can't even change. You feel me? They can't even come up out of it. Somebody need to take a spiritual bath, or maybe you have. Look, they mad because you don't pay them no type of attentions, baby. You too smart for that. You feel me? You're not into your sexual energy like that, baby. Girl, bye. We queens and kings over here. Okay? But somebody, they hate the way you grind. They hate your hustle. They hate your shine. Like, they hate that you would never just, sit down on your ass and wait for somebody to do something for you. That ain't you. You don't even roll like that, baby. You're going to keep a bag. You're going to keep a hustle, a job. You're going to keep a job with at least about 2, 3 hustles. If you already got 2 jobs with a few hustles, you feel me? But that's just you. It's heavy on them on social media. These fake ass friends. It's heavy. It's heavy. Okay. But their heart chakra is blocked though. They really need to get themselves together. And green, just really heal. I feel like this energy really needs to heal. All this energy really need to heal. Okay, period. And stop trying to come for the gifted and the chosen ones, when we only trying to live our life and be the best we could be, drinking our water and sipping our tea. Like, for real, get your life together. Change. Because I feel like the Most High is really guiding somebody to change and evolve and get out of this outdated way of thinking. Get out of these like useless rituals. You watching the collective like habituously, and baby, nothing is coming from that. You're not receiving nothing from that, but constantly bad karma. Like, what sense does that mean? You your own worst enemy at this point. And you still don't see it. That's the crazy part. You feel me? But I am fully aware that snakes are not familiar that that they did. They don't know that they did. So I mean, snake. What can I say? You don't know that you dead already. You don't even know that you done killed your own self. You know, unalive your own self. Like, period. With the bad habits, with you just refusing to change, with you just choosing to stay in your south node instead of tapping in, baby, and because it's beautiful over here. For real, it's beautiful over here. You don't even know that. You feel me? That piece is so just gratifying. That piece is everything. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Spirit says it is time to let go of the past. Whatever it be, a past love, a past trauma, or past memories, accept it for what it is. And remember the lessons it has taught you, but leave it where it's meant to be in the past, period. I feel like whatever past trauma that they holding on to that's keeping them like in this lower frequency energy, to where they can't seem to get out of their own weight. I just feel like that is what's hindering them. That's what's causing the blockages. They got to release this, period. Okay. And then spirit says, get out and play. You've been spending a lot of time buried in your work and taking life way too serious. We all deserve a break. Sometimes it's okay to let your hair down and enjoy yourself, period. And then karma is real. Whatever you put out into the universe, you will surely find its way back to you. Be mindful of what you say and what you do, for you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. I told y'all that already. I told y'all that. I already knew things was coming back full circle. But they so dingy, they don't even see it. Like, that's too crazy. People crazy. For real. Now, Again, it's already out here with them refusing to accept their role and everything, pointing the finger. So it don't really matter who points the finger where. Like, you don't have to accept accountability for you to receive that karma. But you do need to accept accountability for you to heal and transform and evolve from it. Because as long as you're in denial saying that you didn't do this, you didn't do that, whatever you did not do, it really don't matter. You feel me? But that acknowledgement, like you just accepting accountability for it, that can really help you to heal, because now you're actually accepting, your role in the situation. So now you understand what you did, you're taking accountability for what you did. Now you can really grow and transform, from that situation. As long as you're in denial, telling yourself that it never happened, like, you can't grow and evolve. All you're gonna do is keep yourself stuck, still and stagnant, doing the same shit because let you tell it, it never happened. Delusional. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. I hope y'all got something from this. Always remember, as above, so below. Well, one. Y'all be blessed, my baby.